Hey everyone, welcome to Everyday Entrepreneur. This is episode 19. My name's Emily Steele. So glad you're joining today. I basically hit the ground running back in episode 1 through like 15 and then kind of started pumping the brakes a bit because I started feeling tired. Like, whoa. I was so excited and enthused and energized and everything in between when I first started on this entrepreneurial journey officially on June 1, and I feel like I just needed some rest for a little bit there. But I'm kind of getting a little bit more energy back. I spent a weekend basically working on a couple programs. The one I keep saying I'm going to announce soon, that really, truly, I promise I will. There's just a lot of things you want to do before you tell the world about something. And I don't know if I've cut this in a video before, but it's a conversation I've been having with a lot of people, is really the fear I have around success versus failure. I think it's just interesting because the more I've talked about it with kind of these women in my life, the more like me too conversations that have happened, which has been kind of awesome and like, oh, I'm not alone. So my fears typically are around like something doing so well that I'm even more overwhelmed than I already am. And there are always solutions for that, right? Like outsourcing and finding partners and allies and vendors and everything in between. But so that's something that has just been kind of top of mind lately in conversation and life, is just thinking through how to process that fear and really lean into it instead of avoiding it and putting things off. So very fascinating getting to know yourself, a new journey every day. Something I've really been thinking a lot about for July is moving from project-based projects, clients, opportunities to more recurring retainer type of opportunities. So taking someone's strategy and putting it into implementation for the long term instead of the short term. There's something I really love about short-term projects and having like an end date in mind, but I also really love building relationships and helping people track things and see success and work through problems over time as well. So I'm excited to try to find that balance. In July, there's a couple neat people that I really am hoping to work with in July that hopefully I will find out about probably next week, which is July. And that's kind of how this goes. Oh, Bella has joined. It's kind of how this all goes, is like the initial conversation leads to meeting, leads to potentially another conversation, and it's a longer process to secure any sort of project or opportunity or client or things like that, which again, I totally respect that, because making these decisions is usually a significant financial opportunity for people. So it takes time to make sure it's the right moment, I'm the right person, and everything in between. So an eventful week so far. Like I said, the cylinders are running everywhere. My brain is still just like on fire with ideas and activity, and I just have loved it, but also really need to honor the idea of rest and just being more chill. So I'm starting every morning by just sitting on my couch for like an hour with my coffee and my cat, this one specifically, Bella, and just like reflecting and being grateful and just appreciating and not planning things and making to-do lists in my head. So I've been grateful to acknowledge that and then take action for it. So anyway, that is life as an everyday entrepreneur. I hope all is well in your world, and we'll see you next time.